My dad don't know how to swim or ride a bike.
I can ride a bike with no handlebars.
Woo! Fucking Flowbots over here.
Hell yeah, dude.
No, I'm actually, me too, man. That's one of the few things I pride myself in. A
like
little humble brag. I'm just, chilling. I'll chat. I'll send
I'm rolling
a
a
text
joint.
message.
Yeah. I wanted to do the Guinness Book of World Records, and then I looked it up, and it was a ridiculous amount.
What is it?
I bet it's like
remember?
60 miles or something.
It was like 88, I think. I was like,
Holy
bro,
fuck.
I do 20 to 30 on a good day, pushing myself with my hands, on the bars.
Right.
Where are you going to find 88 miles? So this guy went in a parking lot and went around in a fucking circle. I was like, hey, but good can be like a shitty rap, but it's fucking great. Like, I have
Good dad.
Day 93
I have
under the
a
dome.
freestyle.
With necessities growing dangerously low, who knows what spark will set off this powder keg? I can't take another minute in the stove!
First of its kind, the first dome
anywhere.
What were you saying?
Me and my buddy were just freestyling the other day, and it's a song we called Hairy Pussy, and it's just talking about a really hairy pussy, like, baby please shave,
That's good stuff.
It's a great fucking song.
My first thought went to also maybe making it sort of about Harry Potter as well. If you could find some way
to have those overlap.
There's some good
There's an analogy or three.
There's some alliteration going on there.
Maybe we should intro the show and our guests real quick. Dome with Bamfomania, the world's greatest freestyle rap and comedy podcast. We have a hip hop artist and the creator of the Long Beach Open Mic, LB Open Mic on Instagram.
Open Mic LB.
On Instagram, that's it.
Very close.
Yeah.
XSavotage. Sav, what's up, dude?
What's up?
Thanks for coming through, even though you just remembered that we scheduled this an hour ago.
Hey, living life on the edge.
But you're looking fresh as hell. You just got out of the barber, huh?
You want to shout out the barber?
Hey, shout out Fernando from, what is it, Deluxe? Deluxe on 3rd and Pine.
Oh,
hell yeah, dude.
That's kind of nearby.
That's
isn't
really
it?
close.
Yeah. You can walk there. I don't know if you want a haircut.
I might need to get the sides done. They're looking a little ratchet lately.
Yeah, for sure. He does the beard trim too. Nice.
Yeah,
I got the depression beard going right now. I'm deep in sorrow.
It's that gloom, bro.
Yeah.
That gloom kills. I'm like, I'm just this much less productive than I could be if it was sunny outside. And I'm like,
That has been fucking annoying. It's
Yeah.
been killing my vibe.
I do
For
feel like
sure.
the what's it called, seasonal affective disorder. That's a real thing where when in the winter months you get a little more.
I didn't know.
bummed
I
out.
thought it was just seasonal depression.
yeah.
Well, no, I think it used to be called that, but then they really wanted to come up with an anagram for sad. So they're like, let's add to this definition here. We'll call it seasonal affective disorder. So you can say you've got sad.
I got
Seasonal affective.
Yeah, I think it's affective. Yeah,
That sounds wrong.
I'm almost positive it's seasonal affective disorder, but I could be wrong.
We got our intern looking it up right now.
the guy.
Well, I hate to bring this up, but have you guys heard about Trump getting convicted?
No.
Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure he's totally in the clear to still be president. That's totally, it's acceptable. And here's the thing that shook me. I don't even think that Stormy is that hot to me personally. The other day I was on one of those sites looking at her underbite.
I'm pretty sure this shit happened like 30 years ago, so maybe she was a little more tight and pretty, and I'm sure you wouldn't be saying this shit, you sounding crazy.
Hey, in the 80s, she probably was a baddie. You probably want her to call you daddy. Ride around in your caddy, smoking on the fatty. Hey.
Hell yeah.
Wait, but who's Stormy?
She's the porn star that made Donald take it too far.
Did he grab her right in the pussy?
I think he did, or allegedly he did, kid.
And then she was like, why'd you grab my pussy? And he was like, now I need you to get a little hushy. So he grabbed some money, and it was in the millions, and she got caught in her feelings and was like, actually, I take it back. I mean, she got paid, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you get paid enough.
Yeah, I think it's like 150 grand or something like that.
That's really not that bad.
Not that much.
Are you right? Not that much.
With inflation.
Yeah.
Inflation,
In the 80s, 150 is a shit ton.
150 was a house, a big house.
And also I think that him getting like taken to court for this specifically, it seems like not that big of a deal. Like, yeah, he's guilty now, but really, I don't think that this is even that big of a deal. Like, he should have been taken to court for other shit. You know what I'm saying?
There's so much shit. You know, this is just the one they could catch him on.
Yeah, and I think everybody who loves Trump is going to be like, this is all fake. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I do legitimately think that this doesn't matter to the people who actually fuck with Trump heavy.
No, yeah.
They're going to still be like,
Well, that's just how it is in the world, though. You know, your best friend does something stupid, you're like, we're still best friends. You know what I'm saying? You love Trump, then you still love Trump.
I think they like him even more now.
I know. We do have this is a cancel culture. Well, some people do for sure. I bet he's getting some love letters.
He's he might just still become president. I could see that totally happen.
Well, who's our Democratic candidate?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, who do we have?
Well, I think it's it's going to end up being fucking Kamala.
He's a damn ghoul.
Because Biden's going to die.
Yeah, you're right. What if he kills himself? That'll be the first time a president commits suicide in the office.
It would be crazy to kill yourself in your 80s.
Well, that's the time to do it. Like, imagine, I think.
It's a sweet surrender,
right? You know what I mean? You did the presidency. You know what I mean? Like, how do you go up from there?
Actually, I do think that's actually something that Stoic philosophers talk about. I don't know if you guys are tapped in with this, but Stoic philosophers talk about.
I follow a few on Instagram.
They talk about killing themselves before life, or like whenever they got sentenced to death or something like that by an emperor or something, they'd be like, nah, I'm doing it. And then they would off themselves and be like, I'm in charge.
Like the Japanese, man.
Yeah, it's like, it's like, I'm going to quit before you fire me.
Yeah.
Stoicism, man.
Well, I guess maybe we should talk a little bit about our guest. I wanted to ask you about the mic. Can you give us just a backstory about the open mic and how that happened?
Man.
Get the mic up in your fucking face,
sorry,
my boy.
I'm movie.
Well, you can pull it back like this too.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit forward. You can just bring it with you.
Well, so once upon a time, not too long ago, I was just a recording artist, and I was terrified of being on stage, and I didn't think I was ever going to perform. I thought I was just going to be a recording artist.
Sure.
And then COVID happened, and I became a shut-in, and I was like, I need to fucking go out and do something. So I started with a little JBL speaker and a microphone, like a portable, JBL speaker. And I was like busking, doing my music. And I was like, this fucking speaker isn't loud enough. I want bigger speakers. So
you got the JBL Extreme.
Went to fucking Guitar Center. I was like, hey bro, I need some big speakers. I didn't know what I didn't know what a mix board was, bro.
What's a mix board?
I didn't know if it was a mix board or if it was to mix some more things that we, I don't know.
Need a mix board to mix or else I get bored quick.
Shit.
I need to do that shit. Yo, get it to me legit. A mix board like the Yamaha MG10, the XU. Yo, I'm going to pass it to you, bro.
I might pull up with the focus right. Grab my camera, try to focus right on the dude with the mic and have the sound sounding real nice tonight.
Well, it sounded pretty good.
Okay.
I said, everybody from the hood, come over and do some music. Don't abuse it. I got this mix board, I'm not trying to lose it.
Okay.
Like that laptop that Jesse left in his car, and it got stolen and it's been going around the yard really far.
We've been tracking it on Find My Laptop on the app and shit, and I think we're gonna go crash the party and smack a bitch.
We have been tracking it. Yeah, I was excited that he knew that.
Yeah, dude, you knew what he was talking about. I don't.
Fucking sucks.
Well, yeah, David almost lost his phone at the gym, and that would have been us later, just trying to track that shit, driving around Long Beach, and there's no way we're confronting anyone about that.
Confronting the homeless folks. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just gotta ask.
So you got a mix board?
Yeah. Got a mix board. I got some speakers, some stands, a microphone, and some wires. Figured it out.
So, and that's why the open mic was at the beach for a while.
Well, initially it was at Cherry Park, like right there on
Yeah,
Ocean.
yeah.
So our first ones were there.
Like where they do the yoga and shit.
But across from there, there's a stage.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's a stage there. So we did 2 open mics there. And then I partnered with Alba. She owned Cocoa Beach. She's runs a nonprofit called Our Generation Cares. So at that point,
for the kids.
For the kids, yeah.
Lady owns a beach.
Cocoa Beach was a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm an
And
idiot.
so we took the mic there for a while, and they unfortunately shut down.
Damn.
And then it was back to the beach. I did the beach. I bought the generator because I was tired of running the generator.
It's just the audio at the beach is tough. Like it's impressive that you persisted
in
through
concept, it sounds awesome.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, I imagine in practice. that
Yeah,
would
well, just
present
because
some-
of how like well catered our audio is, imagining doing this outside with monitors
I also
terrifies
I wouldn't
me.
want to take
Well-
the expensive mixer into the salty
Yeah,
air.
yeah. Now there's sand in my headphones.
There's for sure sand in all of my equipment. Like I need to get some air duster for real. My mix board is just coated right now. I was like, dude,
Like, you can't smoothly turn the knobs anymore. There's just like a grind to them.
No, fortunately not yet, but that will
God.
eventually happen. But we're slowly upgrading equipment too. So like the older equipment we'll use for the more outdoorsy shows, and then
Yeah.
the newer equipment we'll use for our professional.
Got it.
gigs.
That's good.
that's
You have,
the way
you
to
have
do
beater
it.
equipment.
But yeah, so we I just kept doing it. I just like, okay, let's do it. I got the generator now, so like almost all summer, I was on the bluff every Saturday.
Damn.
And just did it for free forever. like just spending my money to do this so I could get on
We're
stage.
still doing this for free. So.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and a lot of stuff I do for free. I definitely don't pay myself 90% of the time, but it's what we do. We do for the dream,
for the cause.
Honestly, owning a generator is a vibe. Cause
That's big.
You could take that shit camping with you too if you wanted. And
We can go do festivals in the fucking nature.
Yeah, like that. That's something every now and then, like Anchor has targeted ads towards me, and they've got all the crazy portable charging equipment stuff, and they have some that are like actual like major generators. You can buy like sheets of fucking solar panel.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just like, damn, I could just live in the woods. I
Yeah,
could be
for
like
sure.
fucking Ted Kaczynski out in this bitch.
Actually, having those just for the end times is probably a good idea. Like when the fucking earth collapses.
yeah.
Shit, I'm just gonna go hang out and I'm just gonna party.
I'm gonna
I don't know.
You're gonna
Maybe
party
I don't-
into
it depends.
eternity?
It depends what the end is. Because if it's a zombie apocalypse, we're hunting. You know what I'm saying? That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
That'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
fun.
Do you have any weapons?
Yeah. And I got my security guard.
Oh, this is the security?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Our security seems like he would take a beating from your security.
Rock him. Let's
I
fight
mean,
him now.
How much money you guys got?
Actually, my boy spars, so
Oh, that's a good point.
he
That's a
can
good
at
point.
least take a punch.
He tried to fight like 5 homeless people this week.
Really?
At least.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's living in Long Beach.
Unprovoked.
Yeah. He was provoking them.
You asking for change right now?
I'll change your fucking face, you bitch.
Okay, so you just kept doing it, and then where's it at now? Like, what's the current model?
So now we have a contract with Partake. So right now I'm doing almost exclusively there. Like I don't have to be exclusive, but I don't like to do more than 2 a month right now.
Okay.
It oversaturates it a bit,
Sure.
But yeah, we're mostly at Partake, but we've expanded. I now do trivia every week at Pike. Oh shit. I do some trivia, answer some questions. I want to give them to you.
Oh,
I hope you get the points. Hey, I hope you brought some joints.
Yo, I'm at the Q&A trying to score today. Yo, I brought a day and I'm super smart. Wait, they asked the question that I couldn't get, so I'm cheating. I'm looking it up on my phone and shit.
Ooh.
back in college, I dated this girl, Olivia. She was a big fan of trivia.
Ooh.
Yeah, giving it to her, and it's something that I do on the weekly, bruh.
Bruh, that's pretty crazy. I do trivia until my mind's lazy.
Ooh.
I learned so much today. How many bones does a shark have?
8. Yo,
0.
0. It's cartilage. This is how it is. Yo, you don't know about the fish, you bitch. It's honestly barely even a fish. Yo, sharks, how do they even exist?
I wish the dude was without headphones could hear the beats playing over here.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
they
dude.
can't hear shit.
I always feel bad for the people off headphones because they can't hear the beats and it just sounds like we're actually retarded.
I mean,
Are you saying the R word? I'm saying the R
probably
word
on the
again.
spectrum.
Okay,
brother.
yeah, there we go. On the spectrum is more appropriate.
No, I still say retarded.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I mean, I'm not trying to. Whatever, bro.
I'm trying to have an impact with my sentences for comedic value.
Like fuck. Like the word fuck, it just comes in handy.
It's
so many-
important.
yeah. You need fuck in your
You know,
vocabulary.
I would never like call a mentally challenged person
Right.
retarded.
Yeah, you know,
That's like cruel as I would never be cruel about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's about your intention, and this generation has gotten confused, and they think, if you say a word, you're a bad person. It's like, yo, one word doesn't define you. What defines you is everything that you've done. And that's this whole cancel culture vibe, man. It drives me nuts. Like you say one thing, it's like, what, bro? Like,
I think we're on the outer skirts of the cancel culture movement.
I fucking hope so.
I think we're back. Okay, so you said you have a contract. You said so. Like, how does that work? You have a contract with a venue.
Yeah, so I have contracts with multiple venues. I work with Ficklewood. Shout out Ficklewood.
Hell yeah.
I work with Pike Bar. I work with Partake, and I pick up wherever I can. So we do professional sound and DJing now for other companies.
Okay, so you're providing a service at this point.
Yeah, so I host my own events. Then I host events for people, and I'll do all the organizing and planning. But then I also will do, like, hey, we just need a DJ. Hey, we just need a sound guy, a sound tech. Or, hey, we just need some artist books. So I also do artist booking. If someone's like, hey, I need X, Y, and Z, I can usually fill the slot.
So if somebody wanted to be involved in the mic now, it's a little bit more exclusive? Like, it takes a little bit more effort to get in, or is it still chill?
No, it's all about, I try to keep the cost down for the artists. Like, every once in a while, like, what we say is, $5 recommended donation. If you donate $20, we'll give you a little bit more stage time.
Okay.
But
it's not, I heard you talk about this on an interview that you did where you're anti the whole pay-to-play model.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I've paid to play. And
there's a time and a place for that, and a lot of people neglect that. If it's worth it, like, there's some pay to play that is worth it.
Like, it's a cool venue, you're getting great footage.
Oh, you're about to open for fucking Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
yeah. You're about to open for Snoop Dogg or Warren G or one of these, like, people that have a name. That's worth some money, bro. Like, especially if you are good and you're gonna put yourself out there the right way and have everyone follow on your Instagram.
It's a great marketing tactic.
It's great.
No, I'm talking about pay to play for 30 other indie artists.
Yeah.
And you go on for 10 minutes at 12:35 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
That is the living nightmare of, like, North Hollywood.
You want your music to also, like, reach some non-musicians that aren't there paying to play too.
Yeah.
It's
and that is and that's the scheme. And that's, I hate when people, like, I do a lot of things. I hate when people call me a promoter. I'm like, bro, I'm an artist. Fuck you, dog. Because, like, the promoter, like, the word behind promoter just is sound grimy because of that whole scenario.
Yeah.
But no, so basically, I try to keep the cost down for the artists, but the ones, I want to see support as well. It takes a lot for me to do this and for him to do this. We take a lot of time. Like, this is my full-time job plus,
I assume that a lot of the artists do recognize the value that you provide, and they must, right?
Yeah.
I am sort of assuming here,
yeah.
but, like,
I mean, we have good relationships. I'm not for everyone.
Sure.
I can be an asshole. It is what it is. I try to help as many people as I can. You can't help everyone. Not everyone's going to like you. But I've maintained this system. Like, hey, these people come to this open mic. I see what they got. I see how they treat people. I see what they're doing. Then I'm like, hey, I got this festival. I got these concerts. Like, let me book you with these things. Some gigs are paid. And a lot of them are, we're just giving you stage time.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's clear, it's up front, a lot of shit is just to, like, for one, it's me getting on stage as well. And I'm like, I don't want to do 3 hours.
Yeah.
I don't want to do 3 hours. Like, I'm cool. 30 minutes is good for most artists,
No, yeah. And I mean, if you're putting on the show, I feel like you're entitled to stage time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that
that's why I started it, Oh, shit.
That's why I started it, so I can get on stage and attract a bitch. Oh shit, she heard me just hit a lick on my guitar. Yeah, I'm about to take this bitch real hard.
You won't get me to perform in your venue, but then I'ma start my own venue so that I can continue and deliver my verses and my rhymes and my curses. Yeah, that's just how it is. $5 for a bitch, yeah.
$5 for a bitch is pretty cheap.
Ooh.
But I got 5 on it, bitch. Could you make me ski? I look up in your eyes and I don't feel complete. So I get up to my feet and run about this living room. Oh my gosh, I don't know how much dick I was giving you, but this shit is soft now. I cough now.
Actually, 5 for a bitch is concerningly low. I'd be like, yo, what's up, ho? I really don't know if I should do this. I might just become a Buddhist.
Or a nudist.
Or a nudist with my dick out.
With my dick
A
out.
hard
With
5.
my dick out. Hey, hard 5, dude.
Yeah. Good stuff. I feel like we did pretty good on the last 5 or whatever.
Yeah, it's been a
It's been a
smooth.
banger in like 2 seconds.
we forget that we have a soundboard.
Yeah, I neglect the soundboard a lot.
Dang.
I feel it.
We need one of these fucking things.
Level up, dude.
Soundboard
Yeah,
is nice.
level up, dog. I gotta learn. You know, I didn't go to school for this shit. You know?
No, we sort of did. Alex got a film degree.
That's the thing. You don't need to go to school for
No.
this. You watch YouTube videos.
Yeah,
really.
YouTube,
Fine,
university.
yeah.
All the shit that I've learned for music and video and all this stuff, I've learned on my own after school. So like, unless you go to some like really fucking technical, like the LA recording school is probably cool, but I wouldn't pay fucking $50,000 to go there.
Yeah, I took a Pro Tools course. You know,
That's probably nice.
Yeah, it was cool. Like, but I learned everything I needed to learn for what I wanted to do in like 2 weeks, and then
Yeah.
I was just like, I didn't even go into class. I just like turned in my assignments, and I was like, leave me alone,
Right, and now you're locked in $30 a month for Pro Tools the rest of your life.
bro. And
Sucks.
it's but I use it.
No, yeah.
You know? And like fuck, compared to paying for the studio. Shout out Casey. I love you, bro, but I can't afford the studio all the time.
No,
Yeah.
fuck that.
And you've used like other DAWs other than Pro Tools and just have landed on like this is the ultimate one.
I've played around, but when I started recording, I was always using Pro Tools, like with working with people, so I was more comfortable with it. And then I was just, I don't know, it's kind of the industry standard, so I was like, I want to learn what the industry standard is so I can go into another studio, and that's most likely what they're going to have.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is something I have noticed. It is kind of cool. Like I've been on a couple of studio like shoots, and sometimes the artist that I'm with can just tell the engineer to be like, yeah, you're good. You can just take 5, and then they'll just hop on the keys, and that's always, I'm sure that's makes it so much more convenient at the end of the day.
I actually hate having an engineer in the studio that I don't know or that doesn't fuck with me because
It throws off the energy.
I'm just like, I want whoever's here to be a fan of this, or at least to be like,
Pretend to be a fan of
or
it
to
because they respect me as a friend. you know?
I just can't have you here like and thinking that I'm whack, and then I'm doing this whole thing, and you're killing my.
Well, I think that's part of their job. I mean, a good engineer knows, and you have a relationship with them. Like I've definitely shopped studios, and I'll record a song, and I'll be like, I'm never going there again.
Yeah.
Like, and it's really the relationship and how confident am I in their skills.
What
I want you to be able to move fast and edit while we're moving. Like that's the level I expect.
Yeah.
You know?
what could an engineer do that would make you say, well, I'm never going there again?
Well, people trying to put too much of their own spin on it, like I come in there with like my idea, and they're like, oh, we should turn up the fucking, but like really pushing it too much, like I'm like, I don't need too many cooks in the kitchen,
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
And too early. If we have an established relationship, then it's
Yeah.
like, tell me, bro, I know who you are, I know who you worked with,
Oh, that's a good point. You don't want to start pushing creative directions before you have a connection with the artist.
Yeah.
I could see that kind of stuff being valuable to like a younger artist, like who doesn't really know about that shit. But
Yeah,
when you already
yeah.
have like your idea of what you want it to sound like, that would be fucking annoying.
But yeah, I mean, I think the relationship is important. But I mean, I've said like never worked with studios again, like just because of the vibe. Like the vibe wasn't right with the relationship with the engineer. But also, you go to some studios and it's just the recording quality isn't up to the par.
They've got like just janky shit.
Yeah.
The mic is rusted. There was a point where we were recording into a rusty microphone just because.
It was in the basement for so long.
Yeah, and it still worked. So it was like, whatever, let's just keep using it.
Yeah, no, we're at a point now where I would never get a studio unless it was because I'm collaborating with somebody, and then there's like other people there, and like
there's a couch.
then the studio's like the
There's a
studio
couch.
is better than my room where me and my girl consume our relationship every noon. Actually, it's more like every third noon.
I love kicking it on the couch at the studio and shit. Yeah, I'm not even gonna record, bitch. I'm just gonna smoke weed and do pills until I pass out. Yo, these are cheap thrills.
Hey, screw a podcast. We got the casting couch. Let's do this shit and smoke it by the ounce. Bring those girls through and let's get them naked. And then I'm gonna put them on the plate and eat it like a steak. Shit.
80 an hour to just sit here on the couch and eat this lady's flower. After this, I'll probably plow her. Yeah, I really gotta hurry and take a shower.
Yo, run the beat back for me real quick. Yo, you thought I was gonna rap real quick? Nah, I'm just here to fucking talk on my shit, and then I'm gonna go and be an alcoholic.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, hella people in the studio seems like a bad thing, but I do understand if I had a crazy budget, if I just had money, and I could just rent a studio, and then there's 9 bitches in the studio, and then at one point I'm like, I'm feeling it, and then I just hop in the booth.
There's no reason why you only get one song done in a 4-hour session. You know what I mean? You should be able to record a few more than that.
Well, you should be. I don't see how you're pulling. Writing at the studio sounds like fun.
Some people do that.
It just doesn't make sense.
It stresses me out.
That's
like
insane,
it's too much pressure, bro. I like money, bro. Like, and I don't like wasting money.
That's
you know,
insane.
Like I could have just. I wrote a verse in my car this morning.
Yeah.
I got here and Alex was like, "Oh, I need a minute," and I was just in my car writing.
Perfect.
bars.
That's what I do with my notes. You know, my notepad.
I've almost gotten into 17 car crashes this year writing bars
Bro,
while
pull
driving.
Pull the fuck over.
Just dictate
You're that
shit.
dude. I'm like, this motherfucker's drunk.
You pull aside, he's like,
Like, almost crashed my car, but that's okay. I'm on the yard.
I'm almost getting into crashes so that I have inspiration to write about.
Hey, living on the edge, bro.
that's a new type of street cred, I guess.
yeah.
Having been in a horrible accident.
Are you more on the, like, now you're just doing events and audio more, or are you still investing a good amount of time into doing music?
I'm trying to find the balance. You know, my goal is to put 4 hours a day into the business, 4 hours a day into like learning guitar and you know.
Oh, cool.
I'm learning guitar. I'm trying to learn drums as well and keys, but you know, I'm just starting with guitar for now.
Yeah.
I know like one song, Ain't No Sunshine. You know?
That's good. I think you're better off actually investing all of your time into one instrument rather than becoming, although for music production, it's probably ideal to be mediocre or just decent at several.
Well, I'm blessed because of what I've done with Open Mic LB to be so tapped in with a lot of professional artists.
Oh, okay.
So like if I ever need a studio musician, shout out Scotty Bremer, motherfucker, graduated from USC to play the guitar. Like he's just been playing guitar his whole life.
He majored in guitar?
He majored in guitar at USC.
That's crazy.
Like, and he also has huge connections with a bunch of amazing artists. So it's like,
man. Every now and then when like if David's got a song, I'll be like, bro, it would be sick if there was like a saxophone solo right here, and we just have no.
I got a sax player, bro.
Okay, that's
Holla.
what I'm saying. Well,
Holla.
okay, we got a connection now. That's good to know.
Yeah,
I think
Scotty's roommate is actually a dope ass sax player. He'll be at the festival playing with me. So.
Okay, so talk about the festival a little bit. I've seen you posting like all the people that are going to be on.
Man, so this shit is crazy, bro. I've never done this ever this big. Last year we booked 40 artists and we did one day and it was like an 8-hour day. This year we're doing over 100 artists and
2 days.
2 days, and we're taking over Roscoe's Jazz Lounge and Ficklewood Cider.
Whoa.
Is that affiliated with the Waffles?
Yes, they're attached to them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What's can you give out the address?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
I guess you don't need it. I can put it in the description.
It's on the corner of Broadway and Alamitos in Long Beach.
Broadway and Alamitos. Okay.
Yeah. The Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, the OG one.
Yeah, and it's June 29th and 30th.
Yeah, doors open at noon. So.
And to get tickets, people have to go online?
Yeah, civilcircusent.com. Just click the tickets. You'll find SOS Fest or any of the other events. I try to do a lot of free or like donation-based events too. So if you're an artist, definitely tap in. Or if you want to just come hang out for some trivia, you know.
Oh yeah,
Trivia is fucking cool, man. I didn't think I'd like it. I got asked to do it by one of the business owners, and it's turned into such a good way to help me with emceeing.
It feels like you're doing comedy a little
I'm
bit.
there. Well, yeah, hosting. I mean, just the comfortability on stage. Like, you got to be comfortable looking like a dumbass for 3 hours. Like, I'm just standing there saying stupid shit, and, like, people are looking at me, and you got to be, like, able to, like, that shit, the voice in your head that's like, you're a fucking idiot. You know, and you're like, no, I got this. And then I just start dancing like this. That's why I just started moving my body. And, like, now when I host any event, I'm like, oh, this made it so much easier because I'm already trained to do this for hours and not even... It's easy when I'm doing my music.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, I got my rehearsed set. You know, I can just hop into that. But when you're standing there.
Off the cuff.
And yeah. Like comedies, I would love to get into comedy later.
Comedy's hard.
It's like you learn how to do this.
I think it's the hardest.
It's similar to learning how to swim by being thrown in the pool by your dad at 10, and you don't know shit, so all you can do is kick, but you eventually learn and you fucking strong as shit.
Or you drown
Yep.
all the way down.
That could happen.
Fuck it, I can't even hear a sound of you
No.
breathing. Oh shit, is your heart beating?
Hopefully the heart is beating, cause he threw me in the deep end. Yeah, 6 feet. Yeah, you know me, yeah, I was 16. And actually my dad, he don't know how to
16.
swim. And he never learned back when he was 10.
That's kind of hypocritical, but at least he knows CPR, and that was critical. He got me out, and he fucking did the press compressions, yo, you know, and I survived. So today I am alive.
My dad
and
don't-
I know how to swim, and I know how to drive.
My dad don't know how to swim or ride a bike.
I can ride a bike with no handlebars.
Woo! Fucking Flowbots over here.
Hell yeah, dude.
No, I'm actually, me too, man. It's one of the few things I pride myself in.
Dude,
A
like
little
this.
humble brag. I'm just, chilling. I'll chat.
Check my
I'll send
phone.
a,
Oh, yeah, I'm
send
rolling
a
a
text
joint, you know what
message.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm not that good. I could do it with my hands on my knees.
I
maybe.
wanted to do the Guinness Book World Records, and then I looked it up, and it was a ridiculous amount.
What is
I
it?
bet
Do you
it's like
remember?
60 miles or something.
It was like 88, I think. I was like,
Holy
bro,
fuck.
I do 20 to 30 on a good day, you know, pushing myself with my hands, you know, on the bars.
Right.
You know, where are you going to find 88 miles? So this guy went in a parking lot and went around in a fucking circle. I was like, bro, that's
Was he doing it for a couple of days? I feel like he would
it
have
had to be a long time.
No, a lot of those records, it takes like staying awake longer than you would.
Well, you know, David Goggins, man.
With the pull-ups?
The pull-ups, bro. I'm like, what, bro?
Bro, what's crazy is, have you seen the picture of his hand after he failed the first time? It's like cut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
Like he was bleeding
Yeah,
out of his hands.
Did he set like a world record for most pull-ups? What
it was
it?
it was crazy. Hey, can we get that?
What
we
is-
get the
what is
world record?
record?
World record for pull-ups. I think it's like 4,000 within like a certain amount of time.
Bro, if you can do more than 20, I'm impressed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 4,000.
I can't do a pull-up.
Man.
I can do 10, but I do them very slowly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. You do the wide grip too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's
and
it.
I do it nice and slow. 8,000?
And how long?
8,000.
April 11th, 2024.
When
How long did it take him? Like, you know the amount of time?
24 hours.
8,940 in 24 hours.
I don't even understand how you can just do. Like, I feel like the lactic acid would start to like.
No, I
destroy
think he
your-
talks about that. Like that's one of the things that that impeded him. Like he couldn't. Also, I think he had a bar that was too stiff. He eventually had to adjust the bar.
You need a rubber bar.
to be looser, so that he could
flex.
Yeah, like the stiffness of the bar was fucking him up.
Well,
Well, if you do 8,000 of anything,
You think he was
bro.
doing it like in a higher, like training in higher elevations too? Like when David Blaine held his breath for like fucking 16 minutes or whatever it was?
What's funny is that I just read his second book. I didn't read it. I listened to it.
Of course you did.
And he talks about how you never actually break the record until you break the record. You have to it's like running a marathon. You train 10 miles, 12 miles, 15 miles. You never actually run the 26 miles until the day of. So he did like sets of like 500, sets of 1,000, building up to it. And then the day of, he was like just eating sugar packets and crushing pull-ups.
You know what's crazy is you could post a YouTube video of you like beating that record, but it wouldn't be in the Guinness Book of World Records unless you paid them thousands of dollars.
I
because
think-
they're like a company.
Oh,
like
shit.
yeah, you have to pay to get your records.
No, yeah.
in
There
that shit.
was a guy there. It was being like filmed the whole time. There's a dude like because they also have to verify.
I want to know what the previous record was because
Yeah.
it sounds like he must have knocked it out of the park. Like,
no.
Hey, can we get the previous
Can we get that
record?
previous world
I'm
record?
I'm gonna guess right now. I'm pretty sure the previous record was like 8,500. Like he didn't beat it by that much.
So
But
that's still a
what are you, bro?
That's
Like,
astonishing.
You know, some people are just built different, bro.
So he did 300 more.
That's it. Okay.
So
Only 300.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, actually, I mean,
8,600.
only
The guy
300.
that did it was Japanese, and the guy before that was Australian.
So it was a Japanese guy and then an Australian
Oh,
guy. Like,
actually, that was another thing that happened with David is that they said that he was too heavy the first time he attempted it.
they
He had
got to
to-
be tiny.
He had to cut like 30. He was like 210. He had to drop to 180 to beat the record because his body just like was too heavy for him to do it.
For sure. That makes sense. I always tell people, they're like, oh, I can do 40 push-ups. I'm like, bro, you're 120 pounds. Like,
Yeah.
come at me when you're 200 and some pounds and you can do
over. If you're over fucking 200 and you can do 50 push-ups, that's impressive.
That's impressive.
But like, you can't even hold a piece of paper out in front of you for more than like 8 or 9 minutes before your arm starts to get a little shaky and you're like, yo, what is this?
You know what it is? That's that motherfucking shoulder strength. I pull up and then I make it bench. That didn't really make too much sense. But my shoulders, my thirst I gotta quench.
I'm just trying to get buff, find my swole mate. I'm like, dang, are you home, mate? Trying to do some squats, maybe some push-ups. I don't even know. Maybe I'll push the broom till noon.
Ooh, I'm on my 8,000th and 888th push-ups and I'm feeling great. It's tough to do this much, and you know what? My shoulders are ripped as fuck.
Hey.
Me and your girl doing push-ups and hip thrusts. Yeah, you know, with me, she always busts. It's enough of the stuff that I'm talking about, cause doing pull-ups.
Doing pull-ups.
Damn, they are my least favorite workout.
I think my least favorite workout is squats.
Yeah, I hate that.
I fucking hate squats.
You work out regularly?
Yeah.
Whenever I've done like upper body 2 or 3 times and it comes time to like, all right, I need to have a leg day, I dread it so much. It's the worst.
For some reason, it's also the day that I feel the most tired afterwards.
But
too.
it feels
affects
it
your
does
whole
feel
body.
so good though when you start getting that strength from it, and like especially for me, I have lower back problems from the military.
Oh my God.
And I do yoga, but what I've learned is that deadlifts are the fucking shit for lower back. Like your core, everything.
Really?
Yeah, man. Deadlifts have like saved me in combination with yoga. I was at a point where like I'd like wake up and I'd have to sleep on a heating pad and like roll out of bed
Because the lower back's fucked up?
Yeah, I mean they call it fucking degenerative arthritis or something, but it's really just like, bro, my shit got all fucked up, ruck marching and fucking doing crazy shit.
Oh, dude, you were straight up walking around with a 50-pound pack.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Dude,
and then I was a medic.
rug munching.
I was a medic, so
Did I hear that right?
I think he said ruck marching.
Oh,
ruck marching. I mean that too, dog. I mean,
I was like, what?
I like where your head's at.
I do like where your head's at.
Okay, wait. Were you in the shit?
I was in the army.
Okay.
But like overseas?
I didn't see anything crazy.
Okay,
yeah. I was blessed in that way. I thought I wanted it, but now looking back, I'm like, I'm already crazy, bro. I don't need to go to that.
You
shit.
might not be here today to enjoy these fabulous freestyles.
I do think that if I was in the military when I was 18, I probably would have ended up being a better version of myself than I am now. I probably wouldn't have ended up doing this, but I think fucking if you're a loser at 18 and you don't know what you're about to do with your life, military's not a bad move.
No, I think absolutely I would recommend it to anyone, especially if you're poor. Like I was fucking poor as shit.
That's
you know?
big.
And
Yeah,
I was like, oh, I want my college paid for, and
Just give my life to the
I was a
government.
fucking idiot. I joined the army, joined the fucking Air Force, whatever. Unless you just want to do stupid shit, like join the Marines if you really want to be stupid. They're fucking awesome. I love it. Fucking hoorah.
I love fucking watching stolen valor videos. People getting called out for their fake army shit.
Oh,
like
man.
that stuff gets me going.
That was
you
going
piece of shit.
Yeah, around for a while. People are doing. I think it's been stomped out a lot though.
There's this one guy in particular, Don Shipley, who's an ex-Navy SEAL, and he just calls people up on the phone and chews them out or whatever. But sometimes it'll be like a really old guy telling people he's a Navy SEAL, and he's like in his like freaking, he's like 85, and it's almost sad because he'll just be like, I just respect what you've done so much, and like his wife will come on and be like, don't you see how sad he is? He just wants to be like you, and you're like, oh my god, the mindset.
Sad old people is tough, bro. Are you afraid of being old?
I'm afraid of not old.
You could always take the Biden way out.
I'm more afraid of losing function.
Yeah. So at that point, you go the stoic route.
I think that we have to stay physically active, especially as men. We definitely got to do that, and like to expand our longevity. Like as a performer, it's super important to be on that shit.
I think also that's why you see Mick Jagger at whatever fucking age he is on stage going crazy because he's still lean and active.
Yeah, I see proof that as long as you stay in shape, you could live to be like 110. You know what
and
I
like
mean?
even if I die at 70, I don't want to die at 70, fucking 350 pounds and
Yeah.
a blob of a
Yeah.
mess. You know, like I got to see. You know, we all did. I think most of us. Who knows? Like you know, my uncles and like my grandparents and stuff, and like just see like how their lifestyles affected their health. And like you know, some of my uncles look like they're pregnant 9 months. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Big
like,
ass bellies. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, no, and you also hear that talk track that they feed you when you're a kid. They're like, oh, once you get older, your metabolism and this and that.
Like,
and
no,
it's
you're
like,
just lazier,
Yeah,
bro.
bro,
You just
like,
get
just-
lazier. I think that's what happens. You just like when you're a kid, you're outside all the time.
Yeah,
PE, you know.
Well, I also don't think they had like the gym culture that exists now. I feel like everybody now, you go on Instagram, you see a baddie fucking squatting, and you're like, maybe I should get jacked,
Yeah.
so that I can fuck her. Or there's like that gym.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Do you feel
What-
that?
What
You
is your motivation? Oh shit.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when I'm lifting those weights, I'm thinking about how I'm looking fly, and I might bag a B word that's super nice to me. Yeah, she treats me nice, cooks me rice.
Yeah, I think evolutionarily, subconsciously, you're trying to get it with a lady by showing her your biceps and your tries. I don't care, girl, I don't care if you buy. Whoa,
Oh, wait, you say buy or bite?
buy.
I don't care. I like it if you bite and you buy. I don't even know. I fly. Okay, my guy. I'm at the gym getting swole, looking for my swole mate. I don't date. I don't hate, but I do regulate. Bring that girl over to my house and I don't know.
Like
bake a
Nate.
cake.
Bake a cake, I do it, but not too much. We don't want those calories, cause that'll screw it. So now I'm at the gym with your girl, and we squatting, and we lifting, and you know that I'm hitting from the bottom.
I think there is like, even if I want to get jacked because
Hey,
being,
sex is better when you're in shape, bro.
Oh, yeah,
The
for
sex
sure.
is definitely better when you're in shape.
like even if
Sex is sad when you're not in shape.
yeah,
It's
belly
like
rubbing. That's the, I've been there.
just sort of like lifting and then collapsing,
I mean-
and lifting and then collapsing.
I'm down.
I prefer to thrust, you know.
I just from my experience, women who are in shape fuck better. And like flexibility is a thing too.
No,
Like,
yeah, I
don't
to-
want to starfish.
I want you to be able to be
Here's
on
the thing,
top.
but if you're in shape, you can kind of make up for the fact that they're not in
Yeah,
shape
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
That's-
as if one of the two is in good shape,
Yeah.
it can make up for the other person
it's
being in
more
decent
important
shape.
that the dude is
I
in shape.
I love
think.
the big booty though. You know, like the workout booty, not like the cottage cheesy one. Like all
I'm down with some cottage cheese.
No, dude,
a little bit. A little
there's
bit.
a-
he
lift
likes
it
the
up.
he likes the big girls.
Okay, here's the thing. There's something about
She ain't a lady if she ain't 280.
Bro, it's a humongous ass is like a privilege to fucking play around
you know,
with, bro.
see, this is what I was talking about with my boy over here recently. Is that you know, why do women like? I just want to sample things. You know, like I see a big booty and I'm like, you know, it's not like I don't think I want to marry her, but I would like to like sample that. You know, like take a test drive.
I think-
I'm sure there's. I agree. The sample might be a little crazy, but
appetizer platter.
you never know. That's the thing. Like, hey, because
Like,
you
hey,
might
baby, can I just get a sample?
in your head you might think you just want a sample, but then like you get in there and you're like, I need to marry this
Well,
woman.
that is my hope. I really,
Right.
you know, I would way rather have a wifey. You know, like it's
Then
just,
be
it's
fucking with
just-
these hoes.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's just so much moving parts. You know, you got one lady that's gonna be home and down to build the dream. You know.
Yeah, and she's willing to fucking deal with your bullshit.
Yeah. It's just hard to find. Well, and it's like fuck. I mean, I'm in evening entertainment. You know, I'm always.
That's the worst part about being in any form of entertainment is having to do shit at night, and that's actually why I'm thankful for the internet, because you could be doing a podcast, doing music from home, and really like the thing that you're doing with the performance is sick for the network and for like the real life shit. But if you're a real like I go to bed at fucking 9 p.m. and I just do everything at home, you could do it just with the internet. It wouldn't be as fun because I think meeting real humans outside is the best.
Yeah.
But you have shows that are like at 7 p.m., right?
Yeah,
That's not crazy.
Yeah, well, some of our shit starts early.
7 to
like
9
5
p.m., you're at
5
home, you go to
p.m.,
bed
yeah.
at 10, boom. It's just the fucking go to home at like 1 a.m. shit that I'm just like, I can't do that no more.
Yeah, we have shows like, you know, will be 12-hour, 14-hour days. You know, you're getting back home at 3 and like fucking trying to park the car by the house so you don't have to unload all the equipment. You know what I'm saying?
Still though, that's
we don't fucking do that anymore.
That's one of those vibes where after you get off a day like that, your head hits the pillow and you're just.
But you earn that shit too.
It feels good.
You earn that shit. And the fucking after parties, like, it's hard. Like, I've been getting a lot more responsible with the after partying because everyone always has that excitement from the show. Like the performers, everyone. We just worked hard and we get like discounted drinks and
you
want to
get lit. You want to get lit,
and then it's like fuck. But if I don't get lit and I wake up the next morning, I can get to business. But like that fucking
that's the hardest thing. Even doing this show, like sometimes we want to have a bunch of drinks and like have fun, but then like I'm gonna go edit after this. Like in 3 hours, I'm gonna be editing. And if I go home off of like fucking 7 drinks, it just makes it so much more difficult.
Yeah, and there's, I don't know, me after a few drinks, I'm just like, I want to have more fun.
Yeah.
You know, after you get to a point,
let's hit up your guy, right?
Editing. You know, I do love, you know, having a similar thing. Like I do audio editing and I do, you know, graphic design and stuff.
Sure.
So I can just bring my laptop to the brewery or wherever I want to have a drink.
Yeah.
You know,
actually, yeah, it's true. I could edit and be lit. It's just you're not going to maintain that fun buzz.
Well,
much longer.
if you do it all the time, you're
Yeah.
going to have the repercussions of that, you know, and like metabolism slowing down. I don't know, but I can drink a lot and I can eat a lot too. So like if I'm not working out and like conscious of that, I will put on the pounds. I used to be 270.
Damn.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you're a tall guy.
I'm like 205.
Were you
210
270 and fucking jacked or?
No, I wish. Okay. No, I fucking was a little thicky, you know. But I, you know, whatever. No, I held it well, you know.
Yeah, you wore
I can't
nice.
even picture you as a fat guy.
Well, thanks.
I don't think you
I worked hard to be here.
You probably were. I mean, that's 65 pounds over where you're at now, but I bet you wore it okay.
It was okay, you know, baggy sweaters and shit. But
baggy sweaters just to hide my tits. Yeah, you know, the shit, it was so legit. Got shoulders underneath all this fat. Yeah, you know me with a bitch, yeah, she bad.
Yeah, I'm fat boy maxin', hiding all the tits. Woo. Yeah, that's just how it is. Need a hoodie with this shit. Make it nice and thick. Yeah, you can't see shit. That's just how it is, yo. I'm fat as a dick.
In my hoodie, looking like a goodie. I just want some jelly donuts. I'm about to go nuts. Oh, I'm swole up as fuck, but it's butter. It's leaking out my nipples like the udders.
Whoa, wearing that XXXXL. My cardiac arrest send me to hell. Clogging up my arteries. Gotta take that LDL medicine, please.
XXL, I need more X's as well. Make it triple, make it quadruple. I'll go to hell. Yeah, I'm a fucking burn.
Hey, speaking of the big sweaters, so this was a gift from Long Beach Certified. Shout out them, one of my sponsors for my birthday.
Oh hell yeah,
that is nice.
It's a one of one, you know.
Oh really?
Yeah, one of one.
You just had a birthday. Happy birthday!
Thank you. A little bit May 4th. It's been
okay.
I mean, birthday month. You know? it's over now.
Technically June. Yeah.
Dang, it is.
Happy
June.
Pride Month. You got the rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta pay the rent. Fuck.
Yeah, no, I just like I'm always happy when it gets paid though, and I'm like I'm broke as fuck now, but I get to live another month.
I get to not be in the street one more month.
Yeah,
chill.
Like, I'm too tall to sleep in my car. I've tried.
Oh my God,
it's horrible.
That would be like I would have to not have anything in my car. Like I would have to utilize the trunk and the back seats. Like put them down.
Well, what I would do is open the door and let my feet hang out. And I'm just like, dude, if someone really wants to wake me up, they really shouldn't. Like that's not a good move.
I would be scared.
That would be really scary.
Like that would be like if someone's waking me up by grabbing my feet and shit. I'm gonna start kicking or something.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be on. I mean, fight or flight mode, bro. Like you're coming in my sleep. You know?
No, trying to steal your shoes.
At that point, I would
you gotta wear your shittiest shoes to sleep.
I would just camp near the car. I'd be like, okay,
just get a tent.
Yeah, just get a small tent near the
I've
car.
Thought about that. I mean, I see people doing it out here. I'm like, dude, that's prime real estate.
By the beach?
Yeah.
If you go down by, I mean, I guess in the winter maybe it's cold, but like,
get a blanket.
I got free real estate.
Yeah.
Free. I mean, you just gotta own a tent, dog.
I mean, at the rate that shit is going, a lot of people are going to be in the street.
No, but I noticed Amazon does sell like it's like an inflatable car bed, and it conforms into the crevices of like the
I saw that.
passenger seats.
I think it doesn't help the
seat,
problem of being too big though.
Yeah, you think so? I feel like I could sleep at an angle and fit, and I also sleep in the fetal position.
How tall are you?
6'2".
6'2". Okay. So,
Yeah.
yeah. You got tall hair too. So
Yeah, the hair's another.
The
he's
hair
like
goes
6'5"
down
with
when I
hair.
sleep, though, so
Oh,
it's really
does it?
it's a non-issue there. But yeah, I do the fetal position. There's a part of me that thinks I could like live in a twin size bed if I really wanted to. I could fuck with that. It's just every now and then you do want to stretch out. Like if I'm switching from this side of the fetal position to the other side of the
So-
fetal position,
Right, and also-
I want to take a little break and do this.
Every now and then, you also want to host another person in the bed.
Yeah, well, and
Not me.
sometimes the
Ball
twin,
cell.
sometimes the twin is fun for that though. The twin,
Oh,
you,
yeah.
like, you have to be snuggled up. If it's cold,
Right.
No,
you
dude,
know?
I whenever I go to bed, I fucking push my girl over here. I'm like, all right, you go over there.
Yeah.
I'll come cuddle at 4 a.m.
You
for
know
a
what-
second.
You know what sucks is I got this king size bed. You know, I love it. It's the best bed I've ever had. I was like, I'm gonna invest in this. You know, it's like a vehicle. You know, you gotta have a good one. But
Spend most of
I
your
got
life in it.
I got a fucking king size bed because I had a girlfriend, and now I have been moving that shit for the last 5-6
That
years.
sucks.
Every time I move, it's a Tempur-Pedic. It just flops. It's like 500
it's
pounds.
heavy,
Like Jesse's
yeah.
laughing over there because he freaking helped me move it at least 3 times. Like
It's such a huge bed,
I'm in a. It's huge and it's just awkward.
and it takes up most of the room.
I love it though.
I do
Yeah.
kind of feel like the queen.
The
is
queen would
all
be the
you
move.
need.
You really-
like,
really-
Isn't there like a Queen Plus or something like that?
Man, just a regular queen would be fun.
I like a
with me.
plus queen if you know.
Hey.
Shout out Cottage Cheese.
Shout out cottage cheese.
Let me read you the producers of these beats
I,
really quick.
I don't know about the cottage cheese, but I like the stripe marks. You know when they got the zebra booty.
Damn,
I'm down
you're into that?
I'm down for
Yeah.
some because it's just like it's so real. It's
Yeah.
like damn, it's
So
like
I
you're
don't-
watching a documentary or
Yeah.
something.
I just like knowing that a girl has an element of gluttonous to her.
Mm.
I just like knowing that she likes just putting shit in her mouth.
David likes broken women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He likes-
I was like, I'm trying to imagine
It also,
this.
you're not gonna get a super fit girl
Yeah.
who's a complete slut. Like the fatty is really the one that's gonna be kinky and weird in
She's
bed.
gonna feed you.
Exactly,
She gonna
bro.
feed you, honestly.
I'm cool with if I was totally fucking ripped. I guess maybe I'd want a chick that's ripped, but you know,
I don't know. I would like to be with someone, but like also I think like I don't want to be with someone and in 5 years they gain 1,000 pounds.
Okay,
and
okay,
you know,
yeah.
like that's I'm like more on like dating women that work out.
Yeah, yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
like I just want to see that you're healthy, baby. You gonna take care of things, you know. And then after that, like okay, I gotta take care of my shit.
all you
too, know?
gotta do is go back and look at those photos from 2 or 3 years ago. Has she sustained
Yeah.
her current weight
Well,
for 3 or
also-
4 years?
Also, I think it's important, just for the relationship. Like you're around this person all the time. Like so, if you start dating someone that's alcoholic, you're gonna start drinking more.
Yeah,
Most likely.
yeah, yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah, yeah.
If they're a fucking stoner, you probably smoke more. If they like hiking, you probably hike more. But that's why it's like, hey, I know for me, for my mental health, for me to be okay, like I have to work out. Hey, I have to work out. Why so serious? No, I'm just trying to twerk out.
Whoa.
Hey, until I'm delirious.
It's good for your brain when you go to the gym every single day. You gotta do that shit. You'll feel great. You'll get sturdy. That's just how it is, and you'll feel purty.
Oh yeah, I like a lady who's really into lifting. Yeah, we do it, her kidney shifting.
Damn.
Ooh yeah, that's a stiff thing that I just spoke into the mic, my G. Sorry. Yeah, I'm about to fucking say something that's scarring. Ooh. Oh jeez.
Well, Dave.
I just wanna lift with my chick. I just wanna lift and let her lick my dick.
Whoa.
Hey. And then sit on that shit like a squat, and it just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hamstring race.
You know that's a Biggie bar, right, Dave?
Yeah. Hit you with the kidney shift. Here we go. Now on my domino, I got the funk flow that make your draws drop slow.
dang.
Sorry.
I mean, you
gas.
seemed super proud of yourself for that bar in the rap itself. I just said some crazy shit.
I didn't.
That's literally a Biggie song that
That's
you know.
Biggie, bro.
dog.
I didn't mean that the bar was insanely clever. I meant it was like inappropriate,
The
and
placement, yeah.
I also know that that's a Biggie bar. I didn't like.
And paid homage.
I wasn't super proud of myself for thinking of it off the top. I just want to make sure he knows that. Pieces of It by Manuel, Intelligence by Chase, Nowhere by Lethal Needle, Pressure by Lex Factor, Radical by Mr. White, Beautiful Pain by Urban Nerd Beats, Routes by Tenny White, Loneliest in Town by Docent, Guernica by Blue Meth,
Are these the producers?
And that was enjoyed by Piper Beats. Yeah.
Fire. Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
Hell yeah, dude.
I was like, oh, especially some of those earlier ones. I was vibing.
Right. We used to shout out the producer after each beat, but it got to a point where it would interrupt the flow of the show, and also we would forget. So it was just
it's easier if I just bang them all out real quick at the end and get it over with briefly. So what are you working on, dude? Where can the people kind of keep an eye out for what you're doing?
Well, the festival, June 29th and 30th.
Yes.
We'll be having pizza by Louis Lombardi. He was on Sopranos 24 Encore. Him and his daughter opened a local pizza joint.
Louis Lombardi.
Yeah, Louis Lombardi will be there. He'll be shaking hands and kissing babies.
What was his? He was in the Sopranos show.
The Sopranos. He was the
Leotardo?
FBI agent.
Oh no.
He was the FBI agent. In 24, he was the analyst that sat at the desk. You know.
Oh, he's the guy from Your Pretty Faces Going to Hell.
No, not him.
I think he wrote and directed Doughboy. I don't know if you know Doughboy. I don't know.
Doughboy.
I'm learning. I'm learning more. We met through a mutual friend and
Louis Lombardi.
He's great to work with.
I recognize
love the dude.
him. Oh damn, he was in The Animal with Rob Schneider.
Somebody show me his
Damn
pic.
classical.
I didn't know he was in The Animal. That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, dude. I remember the scene that stuck with me from that is when Rob Schneider is in the bathroom and he's like, I'm trying to use this hand job thing. I mean this blow job thing.
But yeah,
and he's all flustered.
He'll be there. His pizza's amazing. Paul's Grill is another one of our sponsors. I work with him all the time. He's at Ficklewood Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I'm usually there at least one of those days doing an event. And then we have Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. We're going to be having a stage over there. And the chicken and waffles is fire. Everything's fire. I think they're going to do collab pizzas. So they're going to get some chicken from Roscoe's and get some pulled pork from Paul's and make fucking these collab
chicken
pizzas.
And waffle pulled pork pizza.
Yeah. And then the coolest, it's just a cool fucking vibe. It's literally 100+ artists. Like we're going to have an open mic both days from noon to 2.
Oh, so there's a mic going to be part of the show too.
Yeah, so we'll have two hours of open mics both days.
Got it.
So anyone that wasn't able to get booked, because we do require auditions, not everyone can make every time we have an open mic. Come get on the open mic at the festival. You know,
I'm gonna put the link to everything in the description. I'm gonna put Sav's Instagram in the description as well. Just tell them what your Instagram is real quick.
It's XSavotage, XSavotage, and also Open Mic LB, and then Civil Circus ENT.
And Civil Circus is like the booking platform.
So Civil Circus is the for-profit side. We're not officially a 501c3 with Open Mic LB, but by next year we'll be official 501c3.
Okay, so nonprofit also.
Yeah, I want that, you know, and it's also good for the taxes.
No, everybody gets paid, and then there's no money left over in the business.
Yes, that's
what happens anyway. You know, that's how it's been going.
We're sort of not for profit right now.
Yeah, I agree. We're basically a charity.
Well, it's cool because you do this stuff until the platform is at a size where it gets attention and it starts paying you, you know, and the advertisement, and that's where, you know.
Yeah, no, and if people do want to support us a little bit, you can go to patreon.com/Dome with Bamfomania. We appreciate all the people that are currently subscribed. All tiers include all benefits, so no matter where you sign up for at whatever rate, we'll send you some stickers if you give us your address.
If you're going for a higher tier, it just means that you really want to support the show.
This is episode 207.
207. Okay, guys, you've been putting in work. Is it a weekly thing?
Yeah, so weekly, and then we do bonus episodes on Wednesdays. And if you sign up to the Patreon, you get early access to these episodes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we're doing the thing slowly but surely.
What got you into this?
Fuck, dude. I mean, we were making music at first, and then we were always big fans of comedy. And then we thought freestyling was funny, and then we kind of just...
We got into, doing improv stuff even before, while we were doing rap stuff. We would just go off, and I would pretend to be either Jackie Chan or Chris Tucker, and he would pretend to be whoever I wasn't pretending to be.
Yeah.
And we would just reenact scenes from Rush Hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we were like, you know what, we could do something like this, and it would be kind of fun. I feel like we got some comedy chemistry.
There was always this thing that would happen.
So do you guys do stand-up?
Nah, we've done it.
We've done open mics.
Okay.
But it's one of those things where...
It's just hard, bro.
Well, doing comedy for other comics is the probably saddest thing that you can partake in.
Yeah, it's
doing
rough.
comedy for a real audience that laughs, that's probably the most joyful experience that you can have.
Yeah.
So it's similar with music, like performing for other performers.
It's a lot less vulnerable though. Like music isn't as direct, you know.
Yeah.
With comedy, like you're kind of bearing shit, and you're not necessarily even projecting your own views. You're just saying something that you think was funny, and like
I think it can go both ways because people can be like insanely vulnerable with music. Sometimes people say stuff.
Yeah. For sure.
Like even we were talking about Rowdy Fingers. His buddy Jack Beidler was here, and then I saw him performing. I just saw like footage of him singing on Instagram, and I was like, "Damn, dude, this dude is bearing his soul."
Yeah.
And like just there's this element of like how deep you can go with the music.
But I feel like, you know, people are gonna cheer regardless for music, whereas like comedy, if they don't like your joke, they're not gonna laugh.
Yeah,
you know, that's the thing, is you'll know immediately if you fucking bomb.
It might not even be. They're not gonna laugh, and they also might now hate you.
Yeah. Oh man, I've had people walk out. We made a joke at trivia because I'm like, you know, testing the waters. He told me this stupid. It was a dad joke, and I was like, you guys want to hear a fucking joke? And I had to throw a dude out of the fucking bar. It was stupid. Okay, I'm gonna just say it. Whatever. Cancel me. Okay. Why? What?
No, I was just
okay.
prepping the audience for the joke.
Okay, I was like, dang, am I supposed to say it? No, it's not even bad. It's fuck, what was the joke? Why were the Twin Towers mad about their pizza order?
I don't know. Fucking tell us.
Yeah.
Because they ordered pepperoni and all they got was plain.
That's pretty good.
Solid.
That's not bad.
And I'm from the Middle East.
Dang, yeah.
So I co-sign.
Well, there was someone that did not think that it was.
Well, it is
like, it's too soon. I'm like, it's been 23 years, bro. Like,
too soon.
Yeah.
It is.
I was there.
It is not that funny, but it's, you know, it's a dad joke.
But it was funny that it caused such a reaction. Like, people in the bar were like fighting these people, and then eventually, like, me and the bartender had to throw people out.
That person's obviously drunk.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean,
No, they're drunk and they're also a dumbass.
They're also
so then their drunkenness turned their dumbass knob up by 6.
If you didn't have a family member die in 9/11 and you're getting offended by a 9/11 joke, that's performative.
Yeah.
You are virtue signaling. That's all that is.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, but even then, like, it's been a long time, brother. Like, come on, we gotta move on.
And
we gotta grow.
Yeah. Fucking Bush did it too.
Yeah,
so we should be allowed to joke about this shit.
Maybe we should end it on that.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Bush
9/11 was a hoax.
9/11 was a hoax.
We knew it was gonna happen and allowed it to happen.
Go subscribe to us on Rumble.
Yeah.